Hello, Raw Food Rehab. It's Tuesday, April the 20th, and I am just going on to part 2 of what I was beginning to share with you yesterday from my own personal journaling. And I trust that sharing this with you, my own thoughts, it's sort of like almost seems self-indulgent because I am talking about myself, but I wouldn't be sharing it with you if I didn't think that things that I'm sharing out of my own experience might not trigger and help something for you as you're getting into this initiative, as you're getting into making these changes stick in your own life. So today, I want to talk about stepping into the flow. And so I'm just going to continue reading on from this part of my journal. Life is always changing, and it's full of impermanent situations that can put us all in a constant state of flux. In order to not lose our minds, we have to come to accept this. And we have to use wisdom and not become too attached to any one emotional state of being. Which, I mean, I can certainly become attached to feeling happy and on top of the world. And I think oftentimes we can also become attached to feeling depressed. Even though we don't necessarily like it, it's what's familiar to us. One of the ways to help you move through these emotional fluctuations is to keep your goals firmly in mind. As I stated yesterday, visualization is the key ingredient for success in any endeavor. And this may sound like a total new age gimmick, blah, 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 but it is true. I think it is true that you need to know exactly who you are and where you're going, what you want to be. When it comes to visualization, you can think about things in a couple of different ways. You can think this thought. In 5 years, I can see myself owning a house. Well, that's a cool thing to say. Or you can become more creative and you can think this. This is what I wrote. In 5 years, I see myself owning a house that sits off a placid lake. We have an amazing sustainable garden that is abundant in organic food production. I see myself standing inside the house in the kitchen that has eco-friendly cork flooring, a sub-zero fridge, built-in stainless steel dehydrator, and the top-of-the-line brand new Vitamix sitting on my countertop. And tonight, all my friends are coming over for a shared local raw food dinner party. Well, that's just the creator in me, but the same idea applies for creating anything you want in your life. You have got to get a clear vision. You got it? You got to get a clear vision. You got to get creative. You got to get detailed. Before Raw Food opened its doors, Raw Food Rehab opened its doors to the public, I had a very clear picture in my mind. I visualized this large mansion with all of these rooms, with wonderful guests checking in for a respite and relief from their life as they knew it. I saw people's eyes filling with light. I saw hearts being filled with hope. And their health and their weight loss issues were finally starting to heal. I saw lives being transformed every day. I saw myself and I saw others helping to facilitate this change. I visualized myself as happy, thriving, and operating in the flow. The truth is that we all want to be in the flow, which is that point in our lives where everything seems to happen with effortless ease. Being in the flow refers to a state of being where present actions and attitudes are in perfect sync with our visualizations and our goals for our future. It's a state where coincidence and synchronicity are brought together by creative and affirmative visualization. Now, I personally believe that all of this is only at its best when we recognize that it is God Himself that sets all of this into motion. And if we'll just stop trying to force things and just surrender our lives to His call, that's when the magic really starts to happen. So the major point of yesterday and today's videos is this. I'm following my notes here. I don't want to leave anything out. Health, success, abundance are not functions of hard and difficult work, but they should rather be a change in your mindset. Change your mind and get honest about your life. Define your passion, which points the way to your purpose, which will start to help you operate consciously in that direction. Stay the course. Don't give up when adversity strikes like we're so often prone to do. and watch and see if your life doesn't naturally begin to move into the flow. I understand that if you've been holding on to a certain thought process and you've had it ingrained in you from the time you were a little child, it's like a computer and you've been programmed with all this negativity and limiting thinking. I understand that it is hard to make that shift. So I'm going to offer you a couple things right here and that you can use, okay? Before you go to bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. No big deal. 3 things you're grateful for every night before you go to bed. Write down then 3 impossible sounding goals, no matter how far out they seem, things you want. They might seem impossible to you right now, whatever your current finances or lifestyle is. Write down your heart's desire. 3 impossible. And then write down 3 things that are on your mind that you would like to resolve in your life immediately. Take a few minutes, pray, and meditate about each one of these things. Visualize your goals with crystal clear clarity. Picture these goals as already attained in your life. It's so great to do this right before you go to bed because sometimes that subconscious creativity in your sleep and in your dream life really helps to build something that when you wake up in the morning, you've got it. You know, you've got a new vision. You've got the reality of it. It's built into your spirit. There's a certain organizing power, too, that happens when you get your thoughts down on paper. It's often the first step in allowing your dreams to become reality. If you start practicing this consistently, you'll start to see those old negative thought patterns and processes begin to loosen their tight grip that they have had on you. And they're eventually going to be replaced by increasingly new, wonderful, positive, affirmative feelings and thoughts and patterns in your life. And I do talk a lot more about this visualization and making your vision board and all this in my book, Healthy Raw Solutions. It's an ebook. It's $5. No big deal. But I actually give you step-by-step things that you can do to make this happen and help you in formulating your vision and your goal. If you don't know what that is, I try to help you out a little bit on that. Now, remember, I'm a student of this practice. I'm not a master of it. And I'm seeing that all of this demands a great deal of vigilance and commitment and focus. But the reward is tangible if you continue on this path. If you blow it for a day or a week or whatever, just get right back on it. I've written down, if you do this, you will be moving in a forward motion towards the life that you want to be living, full of happiness, wonder, vibrant health, and abundance. Each of us deserves no less than that. So now, go out there, get your vision going. I want you to live the life that you were created to live all along, and we really want to hear all about it. So, you guys, you know that I love you. Tomorrow, we're going to have 2 Raw Food Rehab members that have come up alongside me that have similar vision that are going to be in the video seat giving you tomorrow's day 12 message. I can't wait. My husband and I are going to have a little getaway, so I'm looking forward to our guest vloggers tomorrow. So you guys show them some love. I love you. And I'll be back with our big Earth Day drawing on Thursday. Bye.